Hey, what's up, guys? I want to thank you for stopping by the channel. It's greatly appreciated as always. We have Furie available now on digital and Blu-ray, starring Veronica Ngo. This is a Vietnamese action thriller from director Lee Van Kiet that centers on an ex-gangster that's now living as a single mother. She uses her skill set from the past to collect debts for a local bookie to pretty much just make ends meet while trying to live a very quiet life. But when her daughter is kidnapped, she's going to stop at nothing and let no one get in the way from finding what she thinks is the one good thing she's done in her life. Now, I have said before that some stories are just naturally built for being able to be retold, and this one, with the premise of a parent that's just simply trying to find a kidnapped child, is certainly one of them in my opinion. I think the idea can be the same, but there are just endless options for different layers that can be added to this recycled plot to kind of give it a fresh look and feel, and that's certainly what I think this movie pulls off, because it really builds the relationship between the mother and daughter very quickly. It establishes that love, and then it really kicks into gear until the end credits roll with just waves of fast-paced martial arts, a versatile lead performance, and some stark but appealing visual flair. Something I think this film does very effectively is that of pulling the viewer into the world and settings of the story with the lead character on this unwanted mission of hers. The locations are excellently captured with just a lot of wide panning aerial shots that just drop down into the scenes very smooth. The storyline weaves this very tedious connection of criminal activity. It really just sets the stage for a seemingly insurmountable roadblock for this mother, which I feel builds a ton of intrigue to see if and how she's going to be able to track her daughter down. In these movies, you can always assume that things are going to work out good in the end, but there's always the chance for a sad ending, and I thought that aspect really created some effective unpredictability, which also helped keep the curiosity up. The selling point for this film, without a doubt, is the martial arts fight sequences, but to me, surprisingly, it was the lead performance that was able to give this movie an emotional connection that isn't often accomplished in these action-heavy films. Veronica Ngo, who you may recognize as Paige Tico from the beginning of Star Wars The Last Jedi, really brought a ton of heart and emotional layering to this character. I really felt that the sincerity she captured naturally just made me connect with her violent mission just that much more. She's seemingly out of her element at every turn. It really creates effective uneasiness because you care about this character. There's a genuine fear in her at times, but she's also brave and relentless, and these waves of expression I felt did humanize her just enough, and she was incredible in the fight sequences as well, and I thought she just gave this movie the exact dual threat that it needed. And as for the fight sequences overall, I thought they were pretty much nicely designed. The choreography is very tightly crafted with some fluid styling to it. Many scenes would often incorporate the practical objects around the characters in the various sets. I mean, you got knives and poles and chains, motorcycles, you name it. These characters are trying to use it to take the other down, and I had a good time with it. It was very vibrant. It was fast-paced with a strong level of violence, but there certainly wasn't an excessive use of blood, which does keep the gratuitous imagery to a minimum for those that prefer that. And like I said earlier, Veronica Ngo is incredible. I mean, she's assuming and very small in stature, but she can put momentum and velocity into her movements that I thought really did sell her on being able to take down those much larger and stronger than she was. Something that I thought was certainly elevated by the pure visual determination of Ngo's performance, which really resulted in some very intense, appealing action, which for the most part was very well captured on screen because she does a majority of her own stunt work. It allows for much more camera freedoms. There certainly is a styling to Kiet's direction, and some of the fight sequences are honestly a little bit over stylized in terms of camera movements and editing. It could be a little bit jarring in some places, but for a bulk of the scenes there is a strong visual appeal that works for everything. It captures the violence, it also captures the art of the fighting and all the intensity that genre fans could ask for, despite having a couple slight hindrances in style in a couple of different places. Overall, though, I had a good time with it. Fury was a wild ride watching this mother try to get her daughter back, and it's a success. So I'm going to have to give it 80% on the entertainment meter. The lighting creates this very fun atmosphere that blends with the gritty story and the color palette well. The combination, just everything goes together as it should. The fighting was more than capable. Ngo was fantastic in the lead, even if the camera techniques tried a little bit too hard. But with her bringing a very gripping human element to the role, it makes this film certainly worth checking out. Now for today's my silver screen recommendations, I'm going to be selecting Ichi, The Assassin, and Chocolate for 3 great female-led action movies that are in the martial arts genre. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I'd love to talk movies with you guys. Share it with your friends, and without question, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can never miss a video. Here are some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them. All my social media links and the link to our official website are down in the description below, and I'll catch you next time.